Knock knock, Mr. Dybel. Do you have a second I could talk to you?
Absolutely, Mr. Black. Come on in.
Oh, good. I was wondering if we could set up a little coaching. What do you call them? Coaching cycles.
Coaching cycle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If we could do something like that. Working on my individual career development plan, and just had our post observation with Principal Ackerman. Great guy. Great guy. But he had some
Awesome.
things that I could work on to improve, and I just you're here, you got some time. I thought maybe you could help me out.
I would love to, Mr. Black. I was thinking, well, you know what? Kind of every time I start a coaching cycle like this, I really like to start with what your particular goals are.
Okay.
And so, I mean, if you have some ideas in mind already, since you already had that, I mean, I tend to actually start with
Yeah.
video, but since you've already had a kind of a conference, maybe you have some ideas of goals already in mind.
Yeah, he definitely had some things that I should be working on. I wrote some things down. He talked about the diagnosis and performance feedback. We went off that artisan art teacher. I'm not even an art teacher, but I guess that's what we're using. Um, so he had a couple things from there. The diagnosis, and then the performance feedback. So feedback we both agreed on. Diagnosis, he said I needed some work on, but that's
Okay,
yeah.
so that's great, and we can definitely focus on those two too. And just out of curiosity, is there maybe a personal goal that you have from your experience in the classroom that you'd like to look at in addition to those two?
Um, kind of thinking about it, probably that personal relevance for the kids. I love Yo-Yo Ma personally, and but I'm kind of learning that the kids aren't as much into them as I am. So maybe making it a little bit more relevant for them would be uh, beneficial for everybody. Not me, because kids stuff they listen to these days. Ugh, but I think yeah, maybe make it more relevant for them would be good.
That sounds great. That sounds absolutely great. Well, and you can clarify me if I'm wrong here, but let's start with the diagnosis then. And so, really, this one we're looking at kind of what the students already know and kind of where to begin. And
Yeah,
so,
that's
what?
not my bell. We can keep going.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Well, so I just was maybe thinking that some methods and possible strategies for you as a band teacher, or in general, actually, would be some pre-testing and some formative assessment, or some increased
I've heard about that.
formative
Yeah,
assessment. And so, does that maybe sound like some possibilities for you? Like, does that sound like a goal that you would like, or
that'd
a
be
field
good.
that falls into that?
Yeah, because then I mean, if they know it too, and if then I could get maybe work that into feedback too, and kind of make that easier on everybody. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well,
Okay.
then, you know what I say? Let's set that as that goal for the
All right.
diagnosis. Then the second one, which was the performance feedback. One thing I like to do, and I'm not sure how well this necessarily flows with your band, but I feel like you could do it. Is some clear rubrics with I can statements. So
Hmm.
meaning that the students can kind of look and see, okay, so I can do this or I can't, and they see exactly where they fall, and having them even kind of evaluate themselves as they do those individual lessons with
Is that going to be a
you.
lot of work?
And it does, but I think there's some possibilities where we can find some already made
Oh, okay.
rubrics.
Okay.
I know there's this guy over in Red Oak, and I think
Oh,
that he might have some good rubrics that you can use.
that's our sister school from White
This
Pine,
is
where I'm at. We're at together. So
so. So no, I thought maybe that would be a good goal for performance feedback.
okay.
And I think you already set your goal for personal relevance. I mean, you kind of mentioned it. You said,
Yeah.
I'd really like to get some of those kids' music in there. I mean, does that kind of? I feel like that kind of hits your goal for personal relevance there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that could be good. Yeah, seeing what they can see, kind of music maybe they want to listen to. Yeah, we could go. We could start there. So, what's our next steps here?
All right, well, let's look at some possible, let's throw some ideas out there for some possible ways to meet these goals. Now, first, how are we going to take the data? Unless you have a particular method, I like to, use video. And so
Okay.
if you're okay with it, I thought maybe we could record some of your instruction
Okay.
and personal lessons, then we can go back and look and see specifically how this stuff worked. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Then let's go with the video. Um, then let's go ahead the formative things and here I may have to kind of look up some things to get you some more ideas. But my thought would be, we're looking at this from individual lessons. We could do some little mini quizzes where the students play sections that you design or you
Okay.
specify. You could do some like partial group ones or sectional group work,
And that,
some play by grade, you
yeah,
know,
I'd love to
and
love to work with you on that. That was my bell though.
oh, okay.
So are those some things we can get together and talk about?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that,
Okay.
and we can come back to that. I'll get some research done, and we'll come back to that. Perfect.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
Bye.